Okay, this is a quick video on the next lab in Math 255. Basically you'll be using these three functions here: average, standard deviation for population, and standard deviation for sample. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to treat this as the population, these five numbers: 4, 9, 13, 19, 25. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take samples of size 2 with replacement. You're just going to keep doing that, okay? And then you're going to find the mean and the standard deviation of each sample, and then you're going to look at the distribution, the sampling distribution, in terms of a histogram. And everything's pretty much all created for you in the Excel document. And in this case, you only you only hand in the Excel document. So let's get you started on it, but I'm not going to walk you through the whole thing, otherwise I'm just doing the entire project for you. So here, find the mean and standard deviation of the given population. So you need to find the mean of these numbers. Okay, that's your population. And it tells you how to do that right here, actually. All right, so you just type that in to that cell, and that'll give you the average. Now that's the population, so you're going to do standard deviation dot p of those numbers. Okay, then you're going to figure out all the different possible samples of size 2 with replacement. So the first grouping has been done for you. So see how it's 4, 4. Again, we're replacing, right? So we use the 4 again. So 4, 4, 4, 9, 4, 13, 4, 19, 4, 25. I'll do the next set so you can get an idea. It's going to be 9, 4, then 9, 9. Then 9, 13, then 9, 19, then 9, 25. Then you'll start with the 13s, and you just keep going. Okay, I'm not going to do it, otherwise I'm doing the whole project for you. Okay, then notice they start you off right here. So you find the average of these two numbers. So I'll do it again. See how it's A12 to B12, right? You can go equals average, and you can really just go like that, highlight. Okay, this is a stdev, and it's a dot s. Oh, we need to start with an equal sign, sorry. So it's that one right there, whoops. Dot s, and then these two. I guess that's a sample standard deviation. And I'll do this, right? And then equals stdev dot s for sample. So we're getting various means and standard deviations for all the possible samples. So you're going to see there's this many possible samples. All right, now you come over here, the midpoint. So you need to calculate the midpoint. All right, look back in previous chapters to figure that out, how to calculate the midpoint. All right, it's just the lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. All right, I guess I'll show you. Okay, so that's the midpoint. You have to do that. You would do the same thing over here. Frequency. Okay, so now basically, how many of the means, here's means, are between 2.5 and 4.99. Notice of the first two that I did, this one would be counted in that first class. This one would not be counted in the first class. This would be counted in the second class because it's between 5 and 7.49. Okay, then you do the standard deviations. How many standard deviations? First of all, get the midpoints. After you do them all, how many standard deviations are between 0 and 1.99? This is a standard deviation that is in that, so that would be counted as one of the frequencies. So you count them up. And then this one, 3.5, would be counted in the next class, okay? Then you will make histograms for each of these. That is too much. And that's on the directions too. And I think almost every project we've done so far, or lab we've done so far, has included histograms. So you just highlight the 2 rows, and then you go to the recommended chart, or 2 columns, highlight the 2 columns, go to the recommended chart, set the gap width to 0. I would do like 3%, not 0%, and then you do that. And then you do need to answer the questions right here. So what do you notice about the histograms for the means of the sample and for the standard deviations of the sample? So what do you notice about them? So you can put your 2 histograms over here if you want. It doesn't really matter, but describe them. So describe the histogram for the means and describe the histograms for the samples. When we describe histograms, we're looking at the shape. Normal, skewed, things like that. Okay, where are the higher frequencies? Where are the lower frequencies? Compared to the mean. All right, you can get the population mean and the population standard deviation. All right. Oh, I skipped a step. You do have to find the average of the sample means and the average of the sample standard deviations. Okay, so you can incorporate all that into your discussion. All right. Alrighty. So if you have any questions, send me